すんですか？体に悪いんですよ。
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. So market dropped a lot. Coming up to 950 macro, expected short-term retracement, hitting the daily open again. And YM has dropped a lot comparing to ES and NQ. Have a bullish SMT at this low. So looking for a 10 a.m. Perhaps we can get a 10 a.m. reversal maybe. And this pump and dump really, I expected this. Yesterday I said about the NVIDIA earnings. If a price pump like this with earnings, which means it's news, treat it like a CPI or non-farm payroll price action. So eventually, if it's a one-sided up, and then you will see another down candle exactly the same way to deliver. So if you never see this before, perhaps you want to journal this, so in the future anything happens again, then you won't be surprised. Really this YM is already closed the opening range gap. Where is it? Let me see. Where's the first percent fell on the gap? Here 39.31. So expect price to return to first percent of the gap. For this, you got the old first percent of the gap here. We can actually, if price close, this one close above, then here's the setup like this. 2.9 R. If you want, be safe, have a stop loss right below the daily open, and target the consequent encouragement of this first percent of the value gap. Mainly tape reading. There's no need to rush because 10 a.m. is coming. Yeah, I asked about ICT, why he turned off the B adjust. What is B adjust is on the continuation chart, which is NQ1, ES1, and YM1. You have you see on the right hand side corner, there's a B adjust button, which means that it will automatically just tape reading this. It doesn't work. It's okay, and it can go even lower if this take out this low, because we will be closing below the daily open, which means this daily candle, you see the wick of this daily candle, huge wick, and then 4 hour balance price range, which is a very strong bearish signature, and very difficult to frame, for today with all these pre-market move. So this B adjust is basically, it will match all these contract changes, switching price. So every time we get a contract switch, like from March contract to June contract, there usually be a gap. Price will be, if we say price close at 20,000 at the end of March contract, and then once we switch it to June contract, and then we will get a 1,000 points difference, maybe 500 point difference. That's how the chart will compensate that differences. So if you click that, you will have a higher, larger all-time high level, and to adjust that. So ICT turned that off with his weekly chart, which bring the weekly premium array, which is a weekly CB, and price was above that because he turned it off. If we turn it on, that CB will be higher than price, so we're expecting price to hit that CB and fail. But now it turns out to be price finding support from that weekly CB. So I asked him, but usually you don't really get a reply from him if you're not that have huge followers, you know what I mean. And so yeah, and I get it, maybe because he want to frame the old price level, which is the because we are trading back to the old level, so you're supposed to use the old level instead of the new adjusted level for the current month contract. You see what I mean? So it's best to have it off, I think, if we are approaching that, the very old level like now, which is near the all-time high, which is a very old level. So best to have that kind of number. I will go with his setup. If he's showing us to, we should turn it off, then I'll turn it off. I'm not gonna question him about is it right or wrong, but I just want some reason, but he seems to not try to explain that, and there you go. For a very, very, very long time ago, I emailed him, and then I got a reply from him. Only one reply, and then he never replied me anymore. So yeah, just sometimes you have to do your little homework and try to figure out if you are not clear about something. And now it's just doing the same choppy price action with another market. The gold, I had this long today, which is a very simple turtle soup. Found the support from the new day opening gap, the hourly inversion, long, targeting these highs, exit. This one is easy. And euros, this one I didn't take, but I framed this. Same setup as gold, you see, very similar. Sweep, come back up, this drop, using this as an inversion, go higher. BTC, like I said, coming down for this. I said this daily inversion, let me check with the daily chart. This daily inversion, seeing that price didn't stay above the top upper half of this inversion, so expect coming down for these lows, equal lows. We are below the daily open now, so majority of the manipulation I think is done. This is the manipulation leg, the up move here from this sweep, the Asia low, go higher. Everyone think this is a great support area from Sunday, because we have a huge pump on Sunday with the Trump news, and price came back down and then found support again, and then another support, go higher. So retail trader think this is a really strong support, but I think it will eventually fail. You need to watch out for these two opening price, the mid open and the daily open. If price start coming back up, trade higher, closing above here, then it will start attacking the previous day high. But as long as this chop here and start moving lower, then these lows are the next target. And Solana, the short is playing out, coming for these lows. You're welcome. And look at the NQ. There's really nothing you can do really, because the move was so, the pre-market move is so aggressive. Still moving lower. $10 a.m. there's a small news, pending home sales. Any news from Trump? You better be careful with Trump tweeted again, because he got, the federal court suspended his tariff plan, so he might come out and tweak again. $10 a.m. open, a wicket go lower. Very aggressive sell-off, man. This is a very strong sell-off. DXY is tanking badly, so expect Euro to hit this target. Once the US market is bleeding, the whole world is bleeding. Strange that yield is coming down. BTC coming down. Everything's coming down. ETH, like I said, good rejection from the highs. I like to see that. So come down for this low. For ETH, take this out. Find some, support here, and then we can buy for it to go higher. Anyone take the Solana trade? That was a free signal from the group. Yeah, but you got plenty of time to think about that. But if you did not take it, you need to ask yourself why you didn't take it. Is what's stopping you taking it? And then now you can see it's dropping, right? And my analysis, again, it's your analysis. Why do you think it's not going to drop? Is it a particular reason it's not going to drop? And then you journal it. The next time you see something like this, then you will be able to take it. If you are doing prop firms challenges, you can trade Bitcoin micro futures, which is MBT, and you can short this. Maybe if you're a 50k account, that's like maximum 5 contracts you can have. Oh. Only Euro and gold are pumping. The rest, even the oils, are dropping. CAD, JPY. Why Euros pumping? I saw this SMT here with the pound, and then see the dollar, the way it opened gap higher, just to come back down. these lows are very clean. Like that BTC drop. Very nice. Once BTC take out these lows, it will be a cascade effect, like a lot of liquidation will happen here just to push the price even lower, you know. And a lot of altcoins, people going to be getting liquidated, like the one I talked about yesterday, Trump coin. Where is that? Coming for their liquidation point, which is here. I said, if you are entering at 12.5, your liquidation is just $1 below if you are using a 10x leverage. So here a lot of people will get liquidated, and these lows are not safe. A lot of the altcoins are having the same equal lows. Anything, you just pull up a chart and you will see Cardano, same. Doge, same. Link, same. AVAX, same. You know, they're all the same. Sheep, they all the same, have equal lows. These lows are going to get sweep. Because people are thinking all seasons are back, you know, when they saw the Bitcoin dominance drop, and they saw ETH was pumping. You know, I said that the ETH was forming a bull flag. A lot of people are very hype up here, thinking ETH is going to break out and then go to 4K, and then the all season is back. You know. No, you can, you know, crypto exchange, you can trade small, even a very small size, because you can use leverage, you know. Maybe put $100 in that, you can still run it up, you know. Don't underestimate that $100 in a crypto exchange. I saw a lot of good traders, they can scale it up, you know, 10x, 100x, by just trading, you know, compounding. You know, it takes a long time, a lot of effort, but it's doable. You know, don't be surprised. I see a lot of people starting their $100 challenge to like $100 to $1,000 challenge. And then after that, when they reach 1K, they will do a 1K to 10K challenge. After that, they will do a 10K to 100K challenge. I see a lot of people who can achieve that. It takes quite a long time, maybe 3 months to do the first challenge. And then as you know, go along, and then your account size building up, and you can scale it up. And then once you can scale it up, you can keep compounding. It will start to speed up. So yeah, I mean, give it a go if you know what you are doing, you know. Because you know, like I said, you don't really, if you are just trading NQ, you are really stuck on one asset class, which has a very limited room for you. Maybe it's good for some people if they're very, you know, emotional, always overtrade, then. But if you are not, if you have a lot of patience, look at other stuff. There are plenty of ways to do it, because this is where the money is all about. The money flow. If the money is not in here, it's gonna flow into something else. So like if the money is not in the dollar, it's in the euro, right? And then it's in the gold, so you need to make a decision based on where follow the money. It's like people are trading altcoins, but when money is in BTC, clearly you're not following the money. A lot of people are following their emotion because they attached it to some asset class, like people like trade XRP, for example, for a very long time. It has been sideways for like forever. Only had a recent move like from last year. Some people are very attached to those very old, the layer 1 coins, and some people are very attached to meme coins. No problem. Anytime. Thanks for coming in. So BTC rules. I think this is the next target. At least this Asia low. If we're not getting a reversal, we will just keep grinding lower until we'll take out this low, which is yesterday the low, the one that dropped before the earnings. New week opening gap. So let's see if price get some sort of short-term retracement, hitting this new week opening gap and come back up, and then keep rolling over. This huge balance price range, is indicated very strong reversal signal because it's on the 4 hour, right? And for that, maybe come up a little bit, come back down, keep going lower like this, hit the daily open, and then just do this, maybe do this to form a market maker sell model. Once the sell model is activate, the consolidation area, this is the consolidation, and you're looking at this low before the whole huge run up. Then we'll see, maybe then we'll go for the all-time highs. It's if we want to see all-time highs, I think this is a healthy retracement. It has to do that. Nice drop. Nah, this is very good. the strange is that the yields are dropping and then bonds are pumping and the money is not in the stock market, then it's in the bonds. So it's not the Fed that pumping the market, it's actually big money is buying the bonds, you know. So you see why gold is going up, because clearly it's a risk-off environment. Certainly they know something. Yeah, money is in euro, not in the dollar. They are buying something else. They're buying gold. Now this is very difficult if you want to catch the reversal, because that is a very one-sided trend. You don't want to go against that. So if you want to catch a reversal, have a light position and expect, you know, a short move with a, you know, a close high as your exit. I rather try to wait for a come up and sweep some highs and fail, and then follow the, you know, get back onto the right side, follow the trend going down, because this is not, I don't think this is done. One standard deviation, two standard deviation, two standard deviation from the Asia range. Previous daily low should be the target, you know, because price is back below daily open now. Then all the smart money were already sold it above the midnight open during this London pump. I started it trading crypto back in 2001 during the bull market. You know, I trade a spot. I used to buy coins, like back at the time, only layer on coins, like buy BTC, ETH, Doge, things like that. You know, I remember I bought Solana at $90, and then it jumped to something like 200 later. Yeah, I came across crypto a very long time ago, but I didn't even know how to trade it. I was trading like stocks from the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. I was so stupid that back in time, because I was about to buy some Bitcoin, but I bought some stocks instead. And then, you know, the same old story. I think everyone have a similar thing. You know, you should have bought some Bitcoin, right? Then I don't have to sit here and then doing this every day. Yeah, probably I can move the market. You know, it's so that cheap. Yeah, I caught the bull pump. You know, the 69k top. I get it out from the right at the top. I sold everything at 69k. The best one I think is the sheep. I bought sheep dirt cheap, really cheap. because I thought back in that time when the Shiba Inu first came out, no, it's gonna be the next Doge. I just jumped in the bandwagon, right? And bought shitloads of them, and then just watch it go up because it's a spot. I don't know anything about leverage trading back in the old days. Yeah, make some money during the bull market, and then everybody the same, lose a bit, during the bear market, and then got chopped up, and then back to the drawing board, really, and then start looking at different type of trading methods, joining signal servers, different Discord. Cannot find a consistency, because once you start doing like futures or perpetual trading, if you're not you don't have a system, and then you don't have a model, you're not gonna find any consistency. Unlike trading spot is different. You just buy something and you hold it. Buying spot is good if you have, once all these crypto price come back down again, it's good time to load up some spot. And you can sleep when you buy spot. You don't need to worry about price to crash. Even the price crash, you can buy some more, and then when it go up, you can make some more money. Trading is all about, trading crypto is all about, speculation, really. Yeah. So mainly everything is just a lot of BS. To me, I think none of these projects worth anything. It's just, a game like a musical chair. Until the music stop, everybody can play. But when the music stop, then everybody's fucked. Yeah. Only BTC and Ethereum is gonna worth something at the end. The rest is just bunch of the founder of the coin just gonna using a marketing to get people to buy their coins and pump up, because they are the ones that are holding all the coins. On paper they can say, oh yeah, I don't hold all the coins, I lock up, but behind the scene, how many coins they are in control, you never know. They can open up a lot of companies and start holding a different portion of the coins. At the end of the day, they hold all the companies, they hold everything, and they can move the market anytime they want, because all these coins, they don't have not a lot of liquidity or volume. If they hold 80% supply, and they easily can move it, just like the meme coins. So it's a game, rug pull game out there. A lot of these coins that came out with big advertisement, I don't know, you guys know XC Infinity, the game that the play to earn game coin. It's become dinosaur now, right? But back then it was very, very, very popular. It was all well planned. There's a big company always invest earlier projects, so they saw some opportunities on the market, they will invest money into the project, and before that they will do a lot of preparation to get all the people to advertise, do a lot of marketing to try to make it legit. But at the end of the day, it's not really and then they will start doing the rug pull when the price is really high. So a lot of cryptos they are really basically they make it legal now, legal, pyramid scheme. So yeah, but if you learn ICT, it doesn't matter what asset class you're looking, even though it's I posted before with the Trump coin. I said back in when it's up at around $70, I said I want people not to buy it. I told them don't buy the Trump coins. But basically, you're just handing over your wallet to Trump, really. And people were thinking, oh, I'm going to be a millionaire, when this coin goes to $100. But then they will start watching it to drop from 70 to 60 and then 50. And they're still holding it. Oh, I'm going to buy some more, when it's coming down $40, $30, $20. No, I'm going to buy some more, A lot of people were holding their bags. A lot of underwater, at $70. Basically, a lot of people buy right at the top. I don't understand. I was talking to my neighbors, because my neighbor's a trader as well. She lived right next to me. We share information, and then I told him about the Trump coin that day. I remember I was sending him the screenshot. I said, Look at this shit. I said, people are gonna get rocked. I said, I saw, because they first launched it was $10, and then I did a screenshot. I sent it to him. I said, look, Trump is already, because the funny thing is we were talking about trying to get into Trump coins, but there were so many. I told him you can't really pick one because there are so many Trump coins out there, and then he literally found few and showed me, that asking me should he invest, buy some coin. I said don't do that, because we don't know which one is really he's holding. And then turns out he made his own one. Luckily we did not even buy any Trump coins. And then I told him, yo, Trump make a new coins. Luckily we did not buy any all those shit. And then it went from $10 to $20, and I keep sending him messages. Look, it's going up now. People get rocked. And then finally people got rocked. And if you look at that chart, you can see these algorithmic footprints. Seeing the candlestick. The big liquidity void. I marked out. I told everyone, price will come back down. Once it's with the high, find the inversion, it will start breaking down and fill all the void, and it did. See that? It was here before, like during this dump. I said this CB is gonna reject it. And then it will start moving. This is a liquidity void. If you look at 1 hour, see that big gap here. It was, I said, I remember, I said people were millionaire in the first week and then become poor in the next week, like a roller coaster. Once price trade below this base CB, start going in, and then where the price found support, here in the mid, and what it did, found support, come up, hit the fair value gap again, and then break down, and then finally once it's breaking down, this is very ICT. Look, manipulation to the lows, and then Trump tweak a bit, and then you know what, saying anyone hold a coin can have dinner with him. Who wants a dinner with him? And then pump, and then come back up, sweep the lows, form, consolidate, pump, consolidate, pump, consolidate. Now drop. I think it drop, take out this low, and then go back up. At least 24. It won't go up to 70 because they won't let those people get out. You know, people are buying at $70. They will be stuck for there for a long time. Now price found some support at the new wick opening gap. You can get 20 accounts from Apex. I think they're doing, but I think the promotion is gone. I posted on. If you join my Discord, you should see on the prop firms channel. I posted the link. You can get 20 accounts from Apex. That's the only firm that offers 20. TraderHoYin, you can buy 5. You know, top steps is 5 maximum. Take profit trader, I think it's the same. For the yeah, I use prop. I have Apex and TraderHoYin. If you're buying a challenge, just buy 50k. Don't buy any bigger size, which is a waste of time, really, because 50k has the lowest profit targets. If you're trading micros, 1 to 2 micros, it takes time, but you can get to 3k easier than you to get to, say, 150k accounts. You need to make 9k, yeah, and then because you do the math, 9k, and then once you pass, then you have start over again. You have to at least make another 5k to have enough buffer for you to take payouts, which means that you need to make 14k, yeah. So with a 3k account, probably you're gonna need around another 3k buffer, which is 6k, which is reasonable if you're doing like 2 to 3 micros. You know, I think it's better than you trading the 150k. And for the personal accounts, you AMP futures. I use it because ICT use it. You know, basically, it has a cheaper margin. If you never trade personal, if you trade personal, whenever you open a contract, you need to have enough margin in your account. Usually for E-mini, one contract is $1,000, but for AMP future, there's a discount you can have, which is when you sign up, you tick the box, it will give you $300 margin for one E-mini, and for micro that's $30, so which is very good. If you're trading 3 micros, it's only $90 margin, you know. So yeah, but the fees, you need to pay attention to the fees. If you're over trading, then you're gonna eat, you know, your account with the fees. It costs a little bit more if you're trading micros, than E-mini, because the micros you are getting less return, but the fees are not as less as E-mini. You know, maybe like few dollars. I can't remember how much, like $2 to $5, something like that. Open, you pay one commission for opening one contract, and also you pay another commission for closing the contract. And there's also like a CME data charge, you know, like a, I don't know what they call it, but you will see on your statement you have a lot of this decimal places, small amount of, you know, charges, they all add up. Maybe you earn $200 a day, probably you give them back like $20 or $15, something like that. So you need to control your in and out if you're trading real account. And the way you enter and exit is very different. You will see sometimes it gives you a spread and the lag, because there's, you know, for trading NQ the books are not as good as ES. So I suggest, if you don't like spread or lagging, you know, not waiting your order to get filled or at the proper price, trade micro ES is better, because it has more volume in comparing to NQ. You know, the NQ volume is very low, so sometimes you enter there, you think, oh, why my entry point move up or my entry point move lower, you know. And try to be give yourself some room for the stop loss as well. It's not as precise as the prop firms, so it's not very to the tick, you know. Sometimes it will have the spreads. Like you trade the CFD, if you use a MetaTrader before, you will notice, you know, they will have this spread, like trading euros and things like that. So the price hasn't reached there yet, but all of a sudden you got stopped out because of the spread, you know, and you will be very pissed, very pissed. So yeah, watch out for that. M Future, I don't have any affiliate link, you know, business with them. Just my personal recommend. I mean, I saw ICT use it, a lot of traders use it. I saw there's some traders use NinjaTrader as well. I think NinjaTrader, they have they offer some really good deal, but I think they're not discount broker, so I think you still need the full, you know, like a 1K for mini, $100 for micro, things like that. And you need to be aware of the news trading. They will increase the margin level before the news, high impact news, like CPI, you know, the 830 red for the news or FOMC. So they will increase their margin level to like 500%, things like that, to prevent you getting liquidate, getting margin calls, you know, to basically protect them, you know, because when you blow your, you know, you don't have enough money in your account, you blow it, they're gonna chase you. They can't chase you. They don't know where you are, you know. It will be a very, you know, very difficult way for them to chase you back for the money. So you need to require a lot of money before the trading the news. So you have to avoid trading news, which is good. See, price is not doing anything. Like I said, I really hate the indices right now. After Trump take the office, it's a nightmare, you know. It's just not very good. You know, trading London on Asia is much better. You can easily frame a trade. It's got a better high and lows. To say you want to trade London, trade London. Do some back test first. Aim for Asia high, Asia low. That's all. That's all you need. Find your daily open, okay, and then you have a New York midnight open after 12 o'clock. Then wait for one side got break. Maybe look for CISD, look for a fair value gap, aim for the if price look the high, you aim for the low. I mean 50 points, 30 points, 40 points, that's better than this thing, you know. It run for 500 points and then not coming back, and then all of a sudden it stopped and range and chop you up, you know. Yeah. Okay, BTC took this low, get a nice rejection here. Now is the time. If you took the short, you need to think, okay, I take some off here, move my stop just above the midnight open price, maybe a break even price, I don't know where, depending where you enter. Then you will look for this low. Can it come back up? Of course it can. So this is how you manage it, you know, manage your position. If you get stopped out, don't be mad, just look for a new one. You know, you are not losing. The game is not to lose. Keep the profits and then look for the next one, because every day there's a new daily candle. Keep talking to yourself. Tomorrow there will be a new daily candle. There will be a new daily open for me to trade the new daily power of 3. Like this price action from yesterday. Asia range, London range, New York range, and then New York open, it dropped. So you missed this drop, and then you try to do something here, it start ranging until market close, right? So if you try to chase it, you get hurt here, because price it took the previous daily low already. I was looking to short this, but it did not take this. What does it mean? It left the liquidity there for maybe for this to come up and take it, right? We have a 4 hours fair value gap here. So once price traded back above the daily open, traded back above the midnight open, indicates price is reversing, because where price hit, it hit the weekly range mid equilibrium. So price dipped into a discount and sharply come back up, meaning someone's buying here, right? Because it swept the equal lows. If it doesn't sweep this, like this one, like previous day, then it's leaving these stops here for later to take. Now it takes these sell stops. Retail traders sell low, smart money buy low, and then reversing price to start targeting this, because people were shorting here. They shorted from yesterday Asia last session, London session, New York session, and today they shorted here, shorted here, shorted here. All the stop loss are above here, so price come back, slightly come back up. I won't be surprised to see a sweep here, and then maybe rolled over one more time. You know, that's how they get you. They get these people and come up, get these people, and then drop. So nobody wins, only the smart money wins. Yeah. The futures, BTC futures, sweep the daily low, sharply come back up, and then these equal highs. I don't like these equal highs. That's why I did not short this. I did not enter the short. I shorted the Solana, but it's coming up because BTC is coming up. So I'm monitoring how this gonna do. I may close it, for a small profit. Price can, for NQ, price can chop here until, lunch. I said this many times before. If you get a good run like this, you tend to get a choppy price action during the 10 to 11, because price has to consolidate to build up more players, to get the players to come in and start placing their bets. The thing about this is a casino. Now the table is empty because all the people got knocked out. Really, this drop, a lot of people were buying, and they already locked out. They already got blown up, and then they left the table, and nobody's playing. So, yeah. Has a 15-minute IFG. I think the reversal is happening. See if we can get a retest and then go higher. And this low. Aim for this low. Feeling this. 1 hour. 1 hour. 4 hour. I expect half of this previous candle get traded too. Look at the mean threshold. Mean threshold for this is here. So things like this. So keep your read slow. Things like that. Okay, look, let's see if this can find the support here. This is a 15-minute, so expect it to react, otherwise it's gonna punch through this aggressively, then we're gonna see this low getting sweep. So we don't want to see that bottom half of there get traded too. Final support, this fair value gap. I mean, you can enter here with a Yeah, work like this. And then aim for the first percent of the value gap, or this high for partial. But this is against the trend, right? You need to bear in mind that because you have a bearish order block here, so it can be coming back, you know, and then go lower. So it's 50-50. So if you think the other side of the trade is like, if you want to short, this is the opportunity for you to short now, because it came back to this value gap. Once it's tapped there, take out the early short, tap here, the old first percent of fair value gap, and you start seeing a shift of changing state of delivery, then making a lower low, lower high, and then fall down. You know, two scenario. I don't want to long this. I'm still want to see respecting this 50-minute inversion. Let's see. The drop was just too much. If it's just drop and take out Asia low, then I can frame a daily power 3 here. But now it was so low, the daily open is right above price. See that rejection? This is not a good sign for long. You see the small 1 minute CB here, which are respecting the order flow. Look at that, come drop, retrace back to the OTE. See the OTE, perfect OTE. Optimal trade entry. Failed to close above the no 0.79 level. Now this, I think this is gonna get disrespect. Once it's reclaimed as a 15-minute CB, you can use it to go even lower. Take out the previous daily low, which is the final target for today. Once previous daily low is met, the objective for today is done, and probably gonna range. They may come back up during the lunchtime. Take out this high, maybe this high. I think short is better than long. Like this. Stay reading. Don't take this. We are so into deep discount, so price can always come back up one more time. Let's see the any bullish SMT. Yes, there's a bullish SMT. Small one, very small, mild here. Here. ES is above daily open. So expect ES to maybe ES want to go higher now. If it can stay above the daily open, NQ is still below it. YM just ugly. YM price action is very ugly. A YM can drop lower, take out the previous daily low. Look. Now it's more like a long now, because ES is holding up above the daily open. So this is accumulation below daily open, and now change instead of delivery. Come up, take out this high, maybe this high, this high. It has to stay above the daily open, otherwise it's just another manipulation. This inversion. So you need to look at ES. ES can do the leading because it's slightly stronger than NQ because it's above daily open price. Then a market maker buy model will remember all this point, and then final terminus is this high. Found support at this inversion. You need to wait for this closure. 2 minutes to go. 1 minute is still remain the bearish structure intact. Nothing close above here. Need to get body close above. The close above and then take this out. You know. And then you can look for this high. But without any closure, it's no long. This is a bearish delivery. We'll make it lower low, higher low, lower low, higher low, lower low. And like I said, this lows. See displacement. This is displacement. When this is displacement, got the breakaway gap here. Take out the low. We got a daily open above price. Short is better than long. Take out this low. Previous daily low is coming. reclaim this. Let's see if price can reclaim the CB. Which high? Sorry. Which high? This high? Because it's got relatively equal highs. You know, relatively equal highs. So I chose this one. No, and the previous day high, previous week high is at the same level. And you got a wick. See the wick? This high bumped it perfectly to the tick, like this. Just one tick over it to come down. So this is an important level. But this is when you're targeting something like this, try to target the wick midpoint. Don't try to be very precise exit at the top. Sometimes price can miss it by a tick. You can also when you see this, you can close it manually, but just to keep in mind that something will happen occasionally. You know, you will see price hit your target. We're not gonna hit your target by one tick. It's about trailing your stop. You know, keep trailing your stop up higher and higher. You know. Now price is not doing anything apart from ranging. When you see BTC leaving a wick like this, and the next candle open below the wick, like this here, usually we'll see price trade all the way down, maybe half of this wick, and then come back up, or completely eating up the whole wick. You know, this candle has to open higher, moving away. You want to see it moving away to verify this is a stop hunt. Otherwise, this is just price dip into a big order pairing, and then push the price to here, and then the algo is going down, right? So once it's done pairing the orders, it will keep going lower. There are different types, so you need to be very careful. Sometimes you see one more, this one, this is a stop hunt. You see this candle dip, come up, the next candle you see it opens up higher, and the wick did not trade below the 50% of this candle body, and then trade higher. And next one, open higher, trade higher. Next one, open higher, trade higher. See that? I never traded lower. This is a stop hunt. This is a stop hunt. See that? Open, no code, no opening below this wick. Trade higher. Once price take out this liquidity, it did one more time. Wick did not close. The last defense is the half of this wick. See that? Once this wick did the damage, open up, trade higher, move away, and never come back. This is stop hunt. No long, so you see now everything just dried up, not moving. It did basically, it's been doing this for like 2 weeks really, since Trump announced tariff. You got big massive move when he speak, and then once he's not speaking, just chops a lot and a lot. See the euro trade. This is a perfect trade you want to be in. Same as gold. Let's see anything else we can see. The XRP. Market maker buy model. Sweep this high. Change their delivery. See that gap here, a daily CB, traded there, stop, rated this, buy stop, breaking lower, now coming down for these lows, and perhaps here, imbalance. See the trend line here, that phantom trend line phantom, whatever you call it. Retail trend line. Take out these stops. So coming down, once it break this low, it will start moving lower to take out this. Will it go that far? It depends on how BTC is performing and ETH is performing, but I don't think it will come back up to $3.40 until we sweep this 1.6. You know, the only coin that you don't want to mess with is the ZZ coin, you know, the BNB. he is the evil, you know, the evil crypto evil master. You know, you don't want to short this, so don't touch this at all. Same thing for Solana. Let's have a look at Doge. Again, a lot of coins are the same. They're forming the famous bull flag, retail bull flag pennant, whatever we call it. And it's gonna do this. Gonna break, and everybody think, oh, it's breaking down. Oh, come back up. Stopping them up and come up. This is how I look at it. Whenever there's a bull flag, the higher chance you're gonna trade is a failed bull flag. You can go as low as here. Take out this low. Here. And then rebalance the whole uptrend, and then stop everyone out, making everyone think it's coming down, but eventually it's going higher. And if you see the equal lows like this, equal lows, the trend line, see that trend line? This is the trend line that retail, they will think, some of them may get away with it, you know, like they can long the breakout, retest, and then sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't work. So look. Okay, once it's trade above this, then you can long, I think. Like this. Yes, we claim. Closing above the 5 minute, I think it's good for long. You can try one contract, you know, 40 points. That's $80. 1.5 hour. You can aim for 2 hour. Just tight reading, but you can enter if you like. Just manage your risk, really. You don't have to wait for me, you know. This 15-minute candle is closing above this. You see that it closed above this inversion, so you don't want it to see coming back down. It should not come down if you want to go higher. Aggressive drop. Stop hunt. See, it's not working out. Coming for this low. Previous daily low, or maybe this low. Look at YM, is completely break down. Now all below daily open. sweeping this low. You have YM sweeping previous daily low, that's why you see a bounce with a bullish SMT. Yeah, it's not the high time frame target is met. I think YM has met the previous daily low, but now it's time to see if it's getting rejected from this 5-minute CB, because ES is quite weak at the moment now comparing to the NQ. You know, it's closing below, outside of this CB. So moving low. Yeah, I think it's going to the previous daily low. All I'm thinking is something like this. And this. Okay, I think that's all for today. Monitor this. If it close below, again close below here, then this previous daily low. Then watch out for bullish SMT, but price should not come back all the way up. I think it's just gonna range and then finish the day. The Asia session may get some movement, I think. No, so until I speak to you tomorrow, then trade safe. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.